Out there this morning, a dreary start to our day, a cloudy start to our day as well. Still seeing some lingering showers across the Midlands, although they're very light and more of a drizzle or a mist as we head into the morning. Temperatures 32 degrees in Winsboro, 35 in Columbia, 37 in Orangeburg this morning. So some areas are a little warmer than others, but everyone is in the 30s out there this morning. Here's a look at radar and satellite. Still hard to see, but plenty of cloud cover out there this morning. Also a few lingering light showers. But through the day today, we are going to see maybe a few breaks in the clouds, making way for a little bit of sunshine. But we are going to see a cooler afternoon. Temperatures will still be in the 30s, even into the early afternoon. It's not until this evening we could see temperatures getting in the low 40s, eventually reaching that high. So here's our highs for the next several days: 44 this afternoon, and then we're much warmer tomorrow. 56 for your high for your Friday, 55 on Saturday, a little cooler again on Sunday at 52, but then we jump up to 66 degrees on Monday, 67 on Tuesday, maybe even the low 70s by Wednesday. Our average high is 59, so we'll be slightly below that for the next few days, and then well above that as we head into next week. In addition to the high temperatures warming up, the low temperatures will warm up as well. We're still going to see a couple of colder mornings, though, before we head into next week. Tonight, heading into tomorrow morning, 29 for your low, 34 Saturday morning, 26 Sunday morning, and then we're going to be back in the mid-30s by Monday, and maybe even the mid-40s by Tuesday. Our normal low is 36, so we'll be almost 10 degrees warmer than that by Tuesday of next week. Looking ahead at those rain chances, though, we still have a little bit of chance for some showers out there this morning, but we are going to see plenty of sun as we head into Friday and the start of the weekend. A little more cloud cover possible by Sunday and Monday of next week, and then by Tuesday and even Wednesday of next week, we could see that next chance for a few showers as we head into the middle of the week. So temperatures are going to warm up. We could see a little rain coming in with that, but right now that chance is pretty low, so showers look to stay pretty isolated. But for today, we are going to see a few more lingering showers out there today. And this model does keep showing a little bit of some snow flurries later this evening, but I'm not sure if we will see that here in the Midlands or not. Looking ahead at tonight, we could still see some off and on cloud cover for your Thursday, but we are going to still see a much sunnier day tomorrow. We've just got to get through this dreary start to our day. 44 is not going to be very warm for our high, but we are going to see that getting warmer as we head into the end of this week. So 56 tomorrow, 55 on Saturday, a little cooler again on Sunday at 52. But the low temperatures and the high temperatures will heat back up as we head into next week. It's going to be well above normal by the time we get to Monday and Tuesday, well into the 60s, maybe even the low 70s by Wednesday. That next chance of rain again, it does come on Tuesday and Wednesday, but that chance is pretty low. So right now it looks to stay pretty isolated. If anything, we will get mostly cloudy skies by the middle of the week with a little bit of some stray showers mixed in. Traffic out there this morning. We've seen several incidents out there related to, or maybe related to, the foggy conditions out there. So you can kind of see on the map where the heaviest of that fog is now. We've really seen a lot of fog developing over the Midlands in the last couple of hours. So the first accident that we have is on I-20. Just kidding, it's on a Percival Road at Clemson Road. And we have another one on I-20. That one's actually a new one. And then we have some others, I-20 after Sunset Boulevard, Nazareth Road at Lake Drive, and we did have one on I-20 eastbound before exit 44, but it looks like that one has been cleared up. So we will work to get some details on that new accident out there. That's probably the 6th one we've seen so far today. So definitely give yourself a few extra minutes if you're going to be out on the roadways, and we still have a lot of fog out there, so that could be causing some issues as well.
8:13 this morning, we're taking a look across the nation where an alleged drug trafficking operation has led to dozens of arrests in coastal Georgia. The FBI says 55 out of 56 people have been caught and indicted following a raid on Wednesday. Federal authorities say the group was distributing meth, fentanyl, and other drugs throughout the area. They also say they were traveling across the country to source the drugs. The FBI says one of the accused spoke to a supplier in China to have drugs shipped to Brunswick, Georgia. And a couple of hours north in Atlanta, the adult son of rapper Lil Jon has been reported missing. Nathan Smith, who performs by the name DJ Young Slade, was last seen in Milton, Georgia, Tuesday morning. Authorities say it appears the 27-year-old ran out of his house and hasn't been seen since. According to a notice from police, Smith didn't have a phone when he vanished and might be disoriented and in need of help. And this morning, we are taking a live look over Washington, D.C. as the U.S. Justice Department is feeling pressure after reports from Epstein survivors that their private information was revealed in the latest release of documents. Officials say they acted swiftly to fix the errors, and lawyers representing those survivors say they reached a resolution over those concerns. But there is also concern for what some are calling the over-redaction of certain details, naming people believed to have aided Jeffrey Epstein. MJ Lee reports.
The Justice Department under fire tonight, facing criticism for over-redacting information about individuals who may have aided Jeffrey Epstein. In a 2014 email released in the files, a person writes to Epstein, quote, "Thank you for a fun night. Your littlest girl was a little naughty." But the identity of the individual who wrote that message is redacted. And in this image of Epstein's inner circle from the files, we see associates like convicted co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein's assistant Leslie Groff, but several others in the graphic are blacked out. The release files also showed numerous email exchanges that appear to describe the procurement of women. New Brazilian just arrived, sexy and cute, 19 years old. A 2013 email to Epstein reads from someone at a Paris modeling agency. That sender's name, redacted. I found at least 3 very good, young, poor. A 2018 email to Epstein reads, "Meet this one," the person continues. "Not the beauty queen, but we both liked her a lot." This sender's name, also redacted. A DOJ official said in a statement to CNN, any fully redacted names are of victims. In many instances that it has been well documented publicly, those who were originally victims became participants and co-conspirators. We did not redact any names of men, only female victims. Names of law enforcement officers were also among the redactions. Also included in the released Epstein files, a highly controversial draft indictment from the 2000s that would have charged Epstein along with 3 others. They were described as having been employed by Epstein and having conspired to persuade, induce, and entice individuals who had not attained the age of 18 years to engage in prostitution. Their names are redacted.
So you have a Justice Department that's leadership cared more about protecting the men who committed these crimes than the survivors who were victims of the crime.
The law that forced the DOJ to release the Epstein files mandates the DOJ to make certain redactions, such as identifying information about victims and child pornography. Some individuals who helped connect Epstein with young women were also victims. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche acknowledging errors were made and that his department is working around the clock to correct failures to redact victims' information.
You're talking about pieces of paper that stack from the ground to 2 Eiffel Towers. And so the minute that a victim or their lawyer reached out to us since Friday, we immediately dealt with it and pulled it down, and we're continuing to do that. We knew that there would be mistakes.
Epstein survivors are outraged.
Also, publishing images of victims while shielding predators, it's just a failure of complete justice. Why should anybody come forward? Because the justice system is not going to be the justice system.
MJ Lee, Washington, D.C.
House Speaker Mike Johnson says Wednesday that President Donald Trump shouldn't have to testify in the House's Jeffrey Epstein investigation, despite Trump's name appearing more than 1,000 times in the Epstein's file released by the Justice Department. And the Detroit Lions fan who was punched by Steelers star wide receiver DK Metcalf is seeking $100 million in damages in a lawsuit. The lawsuit names Metcalf, former NFL wide receiver Chad Ochocinco Johnson, Ford Field Management, and several media platforms. Now it alleges that they made several defamatory and life-altering statements about him following the incident. The fan Ryan Kennedy is also suing Metcalf for assault and battery. Metcalf is accusing Kennedy of using a racial slur and making another slur towards his mother, a claim Kennedy is denying. Well, there are a couple of professors making the University of South Carolina proud as Sunday's Grammy magic making. It's happened right back here in the Midlands. Professor Michael Harvey and this ensemble, Alarm Will Sound, won Best Chamber Music and Small Ensemble Performance at the 68th Annual Grammy Awards back on Sunday in LA. Now, we spoke with Professor Harvey and listened to his response when asked his first thoughts when hearing his name announced at the Grammys.
I think the first emotion was total shock. And I felt really emotional. I not only was I elated, of course, I think we all were, but it's the culmination in some ways of 25 years of work together as a band. I think it's, for me anyway, sort of a validation of what USC is and has become in terms of the School of Music. So many of my colleagues are world-class players who are involved in projects that are every bit as exciting as what I've been doing.
Another USC guitar professor also earned a nomination in the same category, adding to the School of Music's Grammy spotlight. Well, there's a stork in upstate New York, which is probably still recovering after delivering an extra heavy load. A family from Buffalo had quintuplets back on December 18th, making them now a family of 9. Mason, Holly, Layla, Stephen, and Connor were roughly 2 pounds each at birth. Over a month and a half's time, they all since doubled their weight. Doctors say the family's 5 new arrivals are all breathing well and in good shape. However, they still need more time in the NICU before they're allowed to go home. Now that's when they'll start living with their older sister, Hannah and Brooke. Imagine being pregnant. Because I can't imagine this. You can, but I can't. And they tell you, you have 5 kids.
I think I would just panic.
Absolutely, because I would
5 is a lot.
I would think I prepared to have a kid. I set a little money aside. I bought a crib. I got a couple bibs, a couple pacifiers, a couple Pampers. But now you have to not only double, not triple.
I think it would be neat to have twins.
Yeah, twins is cool.
But 5?
5, astronomical.
I mean, you have to have a system in place to feed all of them.
And you're gonna need a village.
All of them.
You're gonna need a village because I know how a lot of the moms now are just like, oh, I'm just a part-time grandma. Like I'm just no,
right.
Mom, you have to help me 100% now. Like you might as well go back into motherhood again because if I have 5 kids, there's no way I'm doing this. Like a couple cannot do this on their own.
I hope that family has some help because that's a lot for
that
one.
That is more than a lot, man. Like think about going out to eat to hibachi. We already know hibachi is expensive.
To load all of them up in the car.
And then I'm thinking let's go past being babies. On their 16th birthday, that's 5 cars you gotta buy. 5 tuitions you have to pay. 5 medical bills. That is just too much. All right, we'll be right back after this short break.